Yes, you can put this on the record now.
All right.
Okay, good afternoon, Chad. How are you?
Good, Your Honor. How are you?
Really good, thanks. So let's see, what have we got from you today? Looks like, hold on. Sutton versus Rankin and Waldo versus Rankin. So, is there anyone present in the Zoom room on either of those matters? Please identify yourself.
Ashley Waldo.
Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, is Cheryl Sutton present? I think she's in the waiting room. Hold on a second. I see a Cheryl, but a different last name.
If it's Halstead, that's her too.
Cheryl.
I think you guys have it listed under Sutton.
Okay, we do.
Okay,
You are Cheryl Halstead.
correct.
Okay, now let me ask, is Mr. Anthony Rankin present? All right, I'm going to pass on this one briefly and see if Mr. Rankin shows up. So next one I'll call is Hull versus Reed. Is anyone here on that matter?
Yes, I am Scott Reed.
I am Christina Hall.
Okay, hold on a minute. Did you get both those names, Shannon?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I'm looking at the report that you sent me, Chad. It looks like Mr. Reed is charging at $269 a month, $61.83 a week. He's got an arrearage a little north of $12,000. Last payment September 28th of $300. The summary indicates that he was ordered to pay $269 by August 25th, and then $300 per month thereafter. So looks like the August payment didn't get made. The September payment did, and the October payment isn't due yet. So, Mr. Reed, you acknowledge that you did not pay that initial payment by August 25th?
I did pay it in August, but I didn't know if it was October or August 26th.
He is in compliance, Your Honor, with the payment plan that was ordered.
He is in compliance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I was misreading this. If he is in compliance, it looks like I don't need to take any action today. Would you agree?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just recommend for the dismissal of show cause.
Very well. Ms. Hall, did you have any questions for the court?
No, sir. As long as he continues to pay monthly, I'm completely satisfied.
Very good. I'll dismiss the show cause today. Mr. Reed, keep making your payments. I apologize for any confusion I caused concerning the August payment. We appreciate
No
your
problem.
compliance.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's see. Susan Cooper versus Doyle Rice. Ms. Cooper's present, but she's muted. And
Hello?
Mr. Rice, are you present?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a minute. So, Mr. Rice, I know you had contacted the court with some concern over the fact that you weren't present this morning.
Yes,
let
I
me
got.
address that.
What's that?
Let me address that issue before we go to the child support enforcement. You filed a motion to modify child support concerning your son. You filed it in July. As of
Yes.
July, child support was no longer charging for your son because he had completed his education. Your
Correct.
complaint objects to conditions that existed prior to July 23. I can't fix those, sir. I'm sorry for any confusion created by the referee's order. I am prohibited by law from retroactively modifying child support. The very earliest effective date that I can give a modification for child support is the day that you ask for a modification. By the time you asked for the modification, child support was no longer charging. So there's nothing we can do about the past.
They would have been addressed earlier, but nothing was open.
Well,
I intended to in March.
There were ways for you. There were ways for you to mail things into the court. In any event, whatever reason you've got, you didn't file anything till July 23. There's nothing I can do for it. So that objection is dismissed. Now let's take a look at your payment obligation. According to the report I have, this is an arrearage only case. Arrearage is a little north of $6,000. Last payment was in April, $29.09. You had a hearing in September in front of the referee where you indicated you are not working and asked that arrearages be canceled. We can't do that. He simply adjourned it to the court. Let me ask you, Mr. Rice, are you currently working?
My first assignment starts Saturday.
And who is that assignment for? Who's the employer?
Adrian College.
Will you be a full-time employee?
Part-time. As work comes.
But will you be a W-2 employee?
Yes.
All right, and you're scheduled to start. Do you have any income currently?
No, the $1,200 that was sent out in May, I never received, and I'm surprised that your records don't show anything. It says it was sent to friend of the court or whatever.
Yeah, I know there's often a delay between when IRS money gets captured and when it actually gets credited to an account. Chad, do you have any information on that?
It has not been credited to the account yet. No.
All right, and I know at least for income tax refunds, that can take as much as 9 months before that happens. What's your experience been with the money? I forget what it's called now.
Stimulus.
Stimulus. Thank you.
Correction,
Coming to
Your
my
Honor.
rescue. What's your experience been with stimulus captures? Have any of those been credited to payers' accounts?
Yes,
To
Your
your
Honor.
knowledge?
I did just go into his account and it does show we received it on 5 of 2020 in the amount of
Oh,
12.
okay. All right. $1,200?
$1,200, yes, Your Honor, but that's considered an involuntary payment.
Right. And was that credited to his arrearage?
Yes, Your Honor. Before that, his arrearage was $7,195.
All right, very good. So, Mr. Doyle, you have been credited with that stimulus money. Did you not collect unemployment during any of the period of the COVID shutdown?
No, due to Snyder's order, no bus drivers get anything for unemployment.
You submitted unemployment claim, but you were denied?
That's right.
So the recommendation from the friend of the court is that you pay $40 every other week for 30 weeks, beginning next week. Is that something that you can afford?
I'd like to say that it was extended too long for my son. He'll be 20 in 2 weeks. And as far as him not graduating on time, he was told that he needed to get his math work done. I relayed that to him, but I wasn't a custodial parent that could have enforced that. He's been
Mr. Rice,
he's been taking college credits for a year. He's only got one more year of college before he gets his
Can I
associate.
speak, please?
I'm thrilled to hear that, but Mr. Rice, I can't do anything about that. We're here today solely for the purpose of paying your child support arrearage. Did you want to speak to that, Ms. Cooper?
I just wanted to remind him that he went to JPEC, which is a 5-year college. He was dual enrolled in high school and college, or 5-year high school. He was dual enrolled.
All right, well, in any event, I am not going to adjust past child support. I can't adjust this balance. There's no lawful way for me to do that. All I can do is make arrangements for how it's going to be paid. So my question again, Mr. Rice, can you begin next week making voluntary payments of $40 every other week until funds are withheld by your employer?
Depends on what work comes in.
All right, so you think there is a possibility you will be able to make this payment?
I've been told I should be working for the Census Bureau, but they haven't contacted me to start.
All right. Well, I think this is a reasonable plan going forward. I'm going to order you to begin making $40 biweekly payments beginning October 23. That's next Friday. And continue making those payments until you see that money is being withheld from your wages for child support. Once you see money being withheld, you no longer have to make a separate payment, okay?
I'd like to address the being stood up by the healing place.
And what if he,
We're not here for that today. There's nothing
Well,
for
we
me
need
to
a time where we
address.
can talk about that.
You already filed a motion about that, and I denied the motion. You're not going to get a hearing on that. So.
Well, it sounds like a cover-up.
Doyle, you had
Chad,
years.
Yeah, Mr. Rice, I'm going to boot you out of my hearing. I don't want abusive or slanderous statements made on the record. I'm done with
Well, I'll
you
just
today.
look at the evidence.
Chad, you'll prepare that order?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what if
Thank
he
you.
doesn't choose to pay his child support voluntarily?
Well, that's what we're here for today, is to do it. If he doesn't do this, he's subject to being held in contempt of court
He
and
has never
potentially jailed.
paid. He's never paid
Potentially jailed.
voluntarily. Okay.
Well, Chad, did you get the employer information, Adrian College, so that we
Yes,
can
Your
send
Honor.
them a wage withholding order?
Yes, Your Honor. I will
Okay,
sit
thank
down and
you.
think about it.
All right, thank you. That concludes our hearing, Ms. Cooper.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, what is your name?
Aaron Holt?
Eric Holt, you said?
Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I haven't called your case yet. Just sit tight.
Okay, no problem. I thought you were saying that you were done with everybody.
No, I was done with the last
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I still got some more to hear. I just let another phone number into the courtroom. Okay, looks like the next one up is Hengesbaugh versus Holt. Mr.
I'm
Holt
here.
is present. Is Ms. Hengesbaugh present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, give me just a moment. Okay, according to the summary that I have from the front of the court, this is a balance-only case. Total arrearages of a little north of $6,400. Last payment was intercept of a stimulus. Last voluntary payment was on March 5th in the amount of $260.
Yep.
You were put on a payment plan back in February for $250 a month. Beginning in March, continuing through the end of November. And after that, it was supposed to increase to $400 per month. We're back here today to monitor your compliance with the payment plan. The information I have, obviously, since your last payment was in March, is that you are not in compliance with that plan. Why haven't you been making the payments, Mr. Holt?
Well, because of the COVID, everything shut down, and I didn't work. But here lately, I just found out that the front of the court's now open. I can go down there and make a payment on Monday. I can give them $600 if that's okay.
$600 payment by Monday, and after that, are you able to resume payments under the payment plan?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Hengesbaugh, do you have any information to contradict what Mr. Holt is telling me about the lack of work due to COVID?
He's been working for the owners of the company I manage, and he's been working right along until the last 2 weeks. So I'm not sure what that's about. But I've been writing him checks every Friday.
So he works for an employer for whom you write the checks to him?
Yeah, he's been subcontracting, doing subcontracting work for Michaela Enterprises. And he's been working, I've been paying him weekly up until the last 2 weeks.
Do you have that payment information readily available?
What's that, sir?
Can you access that information currently?
It's hard to understand you. I just know that I paid him about $1,800 a week, and he had 1 to 2 people working under him, but he was making $25 an hour.
Mr. Holt,
Yes, sir.
do you acknowledge what Ms. Hengesbaugh just told me?
I did not work the whole time of the pandemic, but like I said, I have been working lately, and yes, it's been $25 an hour. But I don't. You always get full weeks.
I think what you need to do is come up with $900 by next week. And then
By the
2
end of
weeks
next
after
week?
that, we'll give you till next Friday.
Okay.
Get that money to the front of the court, and thereafter, every other week thereafter, I want you to pay according to the payment plan. So you've got 2 more months at $300 a month, or I'm sorry, at $250 a month. And then beginning in December, you're going to have to pay $400 a month to stay in
That's my
compliance
worst
with
time
this
of year,
plan.
Your Honor. The winters are always hard on me.
Slow down in the winter.
Yeah.
What kind of contracting work do you do?
I'm subcontractor, carpenter.
Well, from everyone that I hear, most contractors have more work than they can handle and are having trouble finding people to do the work.
Well, yeah, I've been having trouble finding help, but usually winters always slow down for me. As it is right now, I don't know where my next job's going to be. I got to go back down to her place and button up a couple things, but after that, I don't even know where I'm going.
Well, I want $900 paid by next Friday. That's October 23rd. And then $300 per month through the end of November.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, $300. Yes, $300 per month. Beginning in December, I'm going to drop you down to $50 a week. And that'll continue until March. And then beginning in April, we're going to put you back up to $400 a month. Chad, you prepare that order?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, make sure you get that payment in next Friday, sir.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Is that your last one? Oh, wait, no, I had the one I called initially. Has Mr. Rankin logged in? There's one phone that's muted. I don't know who that is. I think I muted it because there was a lot of background noise coming in. I just want to make, all right, is Anthony Rankin present in the Zoom room? All right, both of these hearings were scheduled for 3 o'clock. Mr. Rankin has failed to appear. I will issue bench warrants in each file. You'll prepare those for me,
Yes, Your Honor.
Chad?
Yes, Your Honor.
What will the bond amount be in each file?
For the 2002 file, the bond will be $600, and the 2008 file, the bond will be $583.
All right, thank you. Ms. Waldo or Ms. Halstead, do either of you have a question?
I just have a concern.
Go ahead.
It's just we've been to court quite a bit for the same thing, and every time it seems to happen, either he has an excuse why he's not paying, or he has an excuse why he hasn't even showed interest in paying. And I just want to make sure something gets done because now he's missed a court date.
What happens when he fails to show for a court date is I issue a bench warrant. He gets arrested and taken to jail. He can pay a bond to get out temporarily, but he will be brought back in front of me. And at the point that he's brought back in front of me, I can do something with him.
Wonderful.
Right now, the best I can do is order that he be arrested.
Okay.
Did you have any questions, Ms. Halstead?
No, that's perfect for me because I agree with Ashley. I go through this all the time. I mean, he doesn't even see our son. He hasn't seen him in 18 years. I mean, it's
Mine's 12 and you don't see him either.
yeah. I mean, we go through this all the time. There's always an excuse as to why he can't pay. The only payments I get are his taxes.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm actually grateful that he didn't show up today and that something can actually be done.
Me too.
Very, very well. We'll notify you when he's picked up.
Perfect. Thank you, Your
All right,
Honor.
have a good day. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Chad, I think that's it for your cases. Is that right?
That is it, Your Honor.
All right. You have a good day.
Have a good weekend.
Garner's
this is right.
parenting time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not done with my docket, so don't be alarmed. I'm just done with Mr. Smith. All right, and I've got to call Kim.
This is Kim.
Hello, Kim. This is Judge LaFlamme, and we are ready for the Parenting Time Show causes.
Okay. We are here today because of Brian Garner's parenting time complaint of denial since July 3rd for his court-ordered visitation at the Family Visitation Center. This has been confirmed with the Family Visitation Center that Amber has not been complying and missed visits since July 3rd.
All right, let me see who else I have in the courtroom. Telephone number ending in 9734. What is your name?
Amber.
Okay. Shannon, that's Amber Garner. And number ending in 4204. What is your name?
Brian.
Okay. So we've got everybody here. Ms. Garner, do you acknowledge that you have not been bringing I can't tell
Yes,
if it's one child or more than one more than one.
4 children and yes, I do.
4 children, and you've not been bringing them to the Family Visitation Center? Why not?
Because ever since this whole thing has started, Mr. Garner has sent me numerous messages telling me that he's in different motel rooms with different girls and at different bars, and I don't want my kids to get sick. I'm a frontline worker. I'm the sole provider of my children by myself, and I can't afford my kids to get sick or my residents to get sick.
Where do you work?
I work at Summit Park Assisted Living.
Mr. Garner, do you acknowledge the lifestyle that Ms. Garner just related to me?
Okay, the funny part about all this, she was accusing me of, I don't know why she's even concerned. And she was telling me that she knows that I've been in different motels with women. And I went ahead and just told her that it was none of her business. And actually, I haven't been. But to me, it ain't none of her business.
Well, if you're exposing yourself, not taking precautions, I can understand if those things are true, why she would be concerned.
I've been taking all kinds of precautions. They're more likely to get the virus living where they live with her than they are with me. They're around different families. They go to school.
Hey, let me stop you. Let me stop you for a minute. Kim, do you know what kind of precautions they take at the visitation center?
I do not know that, no.
I can let you know, Your Honor, because I talked to the lady just the other day. You got to wear a mask in there. They clean the whole place when the different, visits come in. They'll shut down for like a half hour. They clean it really good. And then, the next family comes in. They've been doing this for 3 months now. And no cases or nothing.
When I spoke to the that the children only have to wear the hallway.
Hold on, Ms. Garner. Hold on. So, Mr. Garner, where do you live?
I live at 527 West Ganson Street.
And is that an apartment?
It's an apartment.
All right. And are you currently employed?
Yes, I am.
Where do you work?
I work for myself. I'm a painter, and I work for different contractors.
Are you in contact with a lot of people?
No, not at all. That's the whole thing. I'm in less contact than I know they are where they live at right now. I don't hardly go around nobody. And I just want to say, it's been 7 months since I've seen my kids. Any contact with them whatsoever. And the family visitation the family visitation center has been back open for like 3 months, and they're doing just fine there. They're back to full-blown visits now. There for a little while at the beginning, they was only doing half-hour visits. Now they're back, open up totally. And they had no problems.
Contact at all. I offered, phone calls. I offered camera time visits. My kids don't go to school. They're all online schools. Every single one of them.
Ma'am, do you have anything else to add?
Just that I'm a mom of 8, and I'm a frontline worker as well. So I have more at risk here than just myself and 4 children. I have 8 altogether, and I'm taking care of people's grandmothers and grandfathers And I'm not willing to expose, my kids or somebody else's family to this. Our facility is a clean facility. We have not had one case of COVID at all. I do this by myself. I support my kids by myself.
While I appreciate that, ma'am, but Mr. Garner is entitled to see his children.
Okay.
I want, so Kim, I realize they're limited at the visitation center. It's hard to make up visits if they only allow one visit a week, and I think that's what they allow. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, they are limited in their hearing, so I'm not sure how exactly we could go about making this up for him.
Well, I want the visits to, yes, go ahead.
I just want to state one thing. The lady at Family Visitation Center told me that I should recommend what they call a semi-supervised visits, and I'll get 3 hours with the kids. She says an hour just ain't enough with 4 kids. It's like spending 15 minutes apiece with them. And I would love for that. 3 hours once a week on the semi-supervised visit would be awesome to me, and I would be happy.
That sounds like a good solution, sir. So I'm going to order visits to resume, and that they may be 3-hour visits, semi-supervised. As soon as they can schedule the next visit, I want those to start.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Kim, you'll prepare that order?
Yes, sir, I will. I'll send it right over.
Okay. Was that the only file you had?
Yes.
All right. I think that concludes our hearing. Thank you.